another video. A long time no see. I know, I'm so sorry for taking forever to post a new video, but recently my ring light that I was using completely died on me. I don't know what the heck happened to it, but one day, girl, it just decided to stop working. So I did have to go on Amazon and order a new one. So of course, with the quarantine going on and everyone shopping online, it took longer than usual to get to me, but here we are. I have a new ring light. Actually, I have a couple of new things that I'm filming with, so if it looks a little bit better, that is why. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I just wanted to apologize for my absence here on YouTube, but let's get into the reason why we're here. So of course, I'm going to be creating a new makeup look for you guys, and as you guys can see by the title, we're going to be using the new Colourpop Celestial Collection. So I did pick up one of the eyeshadow palettes. There's actually two palettes in this collection, but I only got the She's Got Solstice palette. Here's what the palette looks like right here. It is so beautiful, you guys. This is like the perfect palette for the summer. It's nice and small, compact. You can definitely take it on the go, but I mean, these colors are beautiful. It's definitely an everyday palette, and Colourpop shadows are just absolutely beautiful. They blend amazing. The pigment is there and they're affordable, so bomb. I absolutely love this. The collection also did launch with two blushes, and these are the blushes right here. I absolutely love the packaging of this collection. It is so beautiful, you guys. Okay, so the first blush that they launched is called Interstellar. This is the blush right here. It's a super pretty pinky blush. Very, very beautiful. It's more of a muted blush. On the camera, it actually looks more vibrant than what it is in person, but it's absolutely beautiful. And then I got the shade Meteorite as well, which was just up my alley. It's actually the blush that I'm wearing today. This is what it looks like right here. It looks super bronzy on the website, but it's actually a very wearable blush, more on the peachy side, and those are the blushes that look the most flattering on my skin tone. So I love this. I can definitely see myself using this very often. And then they also launched a couple of their luxe glosses in this collection. I only picked up two. I got these two right here, and one is called Overnight and one is called Come Through. So I'm actually wearing Come Through on my lips today, but you guys will actually see swatches of these glosses in the video, so I'll save that for that. I wanted to quickly mention that I tried to keep this video as drugstore as possible, if that makes sense. So most of the products that I'm wearing on my face today are from the drugstore, more affordable, and I wanted to keep everything, you know, nice and cheap. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Before we jump into the video, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. And without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I created this makeup look right here using the Celestial Collection from Colourpop, then just keep on watching. Really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys what the packaging looks like. It is such a beautiful palette, you guys. I love this palette, and the first shade I actually use is a shade called Nova, and I'm going to work this in my crease with a fluffy brush. This is actually more of a flat fluffy brush. I just wanted to make sure I can get this color nice and precise, and I did also take my time and build this one up. Then I went ahead and went in with the shade called Earth Angel, which is such a beautiful pink eyeshadow, you guys. I have not seen anything like this yet, and I have quite a few shadow palettes, so I was really in love with this color. So I put this right over Nova, and then of course we have to add some definition. So I did go back in with the shade called Chromosphere, and this one obviously is a deeper tone, so I did use an M506 brush from Morphe and really worked it into the crease and actually placed it down exactly where I wanted the intensity, and then took a fluffy brush like this one and then blend out whatever was left. So super simple. And then I decided to cut my crease. I'm using the P. Louise and Mitchell base in blank canvas. Nothing new. You need very little of this, and I did do this off camera because you guys have seen me do this a million times. So to go ahead and set that base, I'm going to be using the shade called So Serious. It's a beautiful, beautiful shimmer, you guys, and on the lid it is striking. It is so stunning and so reflective. So I went ahead and packed that on my lid with a tiny, tiny brush to make sure it's nice and precise. And then of course we're going to work on the outer corner. So first I'm going to go in with the shade called Nova, and I'm taking this on a small blending brush, you guys, and I'm really going to pack this on because I don't want to like swipe it left and right, because then I feel like the base gets messed up. So I went ahead and did that, and then I went in with the shade Earth Angel again and packed that on there as well, just to make sure everything is nice and blended. So just take your time with this. And then of course we want to add the definition and really bring everything together. So of course I'm going back in with the shade called Chromosphere. So super simple, super easy. Once you're done making sure that you have that nice intensity in the outer corner, I did go in with a smaller brush and went back in with that shimmer shade just to make sure that it's nice and blended, because it gets kind of lost lost with you doing your outer corner, if that makes sense. So now I'm just going to give myself a good coat of mascara. This is the KKW Beauty Mascara. It is my current fave and it's amazing. Then, of course, I need to pop on some falsies. So these are actually from a brand called the Balm Extensions. And this is the first time I was trying them. They were absolutely beautiful. I will leave them down below in the description box, but I actually really like them. So we're going to move on to the face. For the face, I'm going to be prepping my skin with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This primer is bomb. It is definitely a dupe for the Tatcha one. And this just makes my skin look very, very smooth. And I use quite a bit of it too. Like, I slather this all over my face. I feel like that's how I get the best results. So I went ahead and did that, blended it in, of course, just with my fingers. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. This is my favorite foundation stick from the drugstore, and I'm going to be mixing two shades. I'm mixing F6 and F5. One is a little bit too warm and one is a little bit too light, so I just mixed them together. And of course, I'm going to be blending it out with a sponge. This one here is newer to my collection, and you guys, it is so bomb. This is from a brand called Cara Beauty, and these sponges are so affordable. I believe they're $4.99 and they're just amazing, you guys. Like, I think this is blowing my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge out the water. I do have a discount code with them, so I'll leave it down below in the description box just in case you guys want to try this sponge out, because it is just so worth the money and I highly recommend it. And then to go ahead and blend the foundation in between my brows, I always love to use a buffer brush so I don't mess up these brows. And then for concealer, I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. This was actually the first time I used this concealer and I really, really enjoyed it. It was really beautiful on the skin, and that's really all I can tell you about it. I really actually like it a lot. And of course, to blend that out, I'm going to use the same sponge. So I always blend my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and forehead first, and then I work on my under eye. I just like to let the concealer under my eye kind of sit and settle a bit, not to completely dry, but to at least settle so it's not so watery. That way when I blend it out, it's able to blend out nice and smoothly, and it just looks airbrushed. So I went ahead and did that. And then for setting powder, I'm actually going to be using the COLLAB powder today, and I actually haven't used this powder very often, and it was actually really beautiful. Like, the combo of this and the Pretty Fresh Concealer from Colourpop were really, really beautiful. My under eyes were snatched. Okay, so I went ahead and set that in place. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This powder is phenomenal, you guys, and I know it says stay matte, but do not be scared to try this powder. It's actually a nice powder. It doesn't make me look dry at all, and I'm more normal to dry skin. I actually use this powder every single day to set the concealer that I use to prime my eyelids. So love it, and I just decided to put it all over my face today to keep it nice and affordable. And then, no surprise, we're going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter palette. This one is in collaboration with WYLIE, and I love this palette, you guys. So I'm going to go in with that bronzer shade, just bronze up my skin a little bit because we're looking real pasty. And I can't say enough good things about this, you guys. Honestly, it gives you a beautiful color. The formula is amazing. It blends like a dream, and I love it. So we're going to move on to blush. Of course, the packaging is super cute, and this first color here is the shade called METEOR, which is actually the color I'm going to be using today. This color is super pretty and very peachy, and then this one here is Interstellar, which is more of a pink color. So I'm going to go in with the shade METEOR. I just felt like it was best for this look, and this blush is amazing, you guys. Colourpop's formula in their blushes are bomb. Like, no matter what collection they do, I always pick up the blushes at least. So I went ahead and took the COLLAB powder and that same Cara Beauty sponge and went ahead and just baked my bronzer just to make sure it's nice and snatched. And then for highlighter, I'm using the JUVIA'S Heroine highlighter, and I always just use the cap, like whatever is left in the cap, because these are so blinding. So I'm using just an highlighter brush, gonna highlight everywhere I like to highlight, and I do always go back in with a little bit more blush just to make sure that the highlight is not too overpowering and my blush doesn't get lost. But that's basically it. We're gonna move on to the lower lash line. So for my waterline, I'm using the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Mr. Bing. It is such a beautiful warm brown. And then, of course, we're going to go back in with the shade called Nova. And I took this on a small fluffy brush and just blew it out right on that lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back in with the shade Earth Angel and do the exact same thing, nothing too precise. And then, of course, we need some definition. So I went back in with the shade called Chromosphere. And on a flat definer brush, girl, just put that right under there. And then for the inner corner, I just kind of connected the top lid to the inner corner and went back in with the shade called So Serious. And girl, I popped on some lower lash mascara, and that was basically it. So for the lips, I'm going in with the KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude number 2. Love this lip liner, and it goes with any lipstick. I'm telling you, it's bomb. Definitely pick one up the next time you're at Ulta when stores open because it's amazing. And then I'm actually going in with a KKW lipstick. This is her matte lipstick in the shade 90s Style. And then, of course, we're going to add a gloss. So here are the glosses swatched. The one to the left side is called Come Through, and the swatch to the right side is Overnight. So both very pretty. One is a little bit sheer and one is a little bit opaque. So I went with the opaque one. So I'm using the shade Come Through. And this color was really beautiful. And like I said, their formula for glosses are bomb. So now we're going to go ahead and set everything in place. I'm using the LA Girl Shimmer Spray. I love this spray, you guys. It makes your skin look so beautiful and radiant. So I gave my skin a nice spritz of this. Of course, I'm going to dry it with my fan. And that is basically it, girl. This look is complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!